Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Heartbeat racing, the thoughts are flying, the body is shaking, and my mind is crying. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. So here I am, back in this cell, stuck in this cell cycle, arrested once again. I tried to avoid the situations. I heightened my senses. I was careful, yet I got caught, mentally handcuffed, rendered me powerless. And I bet you're wondering how I ended up in here. I bet you're wondering who put me in here. So let me introduce you to her. Funny, I don't talk about her. Usually if you meet me, I just introduce myself and that's it, but I'll let you in. So she looks like me. She's one of a kind with a split personality. One day she's nice, the next day's fear, the next day's anxiety. So that makes it 4 of me. That is stressful. It's a handful. But as I said, I just introduced myself and that's it. She is no good to me. But you see, I've known her for years and we go way back. I guess that's why she's still here. But she's no good to me. She's me. And I bet you're wondering how I let her in. You see, I once got told that I should keep my enemies close. Keep your enemies close. Guess I crossed that line. The moment I accepted her, arms open wide, into my life, the moment I accepted rent. Her signed contract for my mind. Her new postal address became me. She moved in, made herself at home. Which reminds me, I am the landlord, yet it seems like we have switched roles. They say fear is innate, a protective mechanism. But I say that when that fear mutates and becomes an irrational one, it's destructive. One word to describe her: manipulative. Friendship bracelet, she said, but truly chains to my wrist that I may be her slave. She's the puppeteer and I the puppet. Strings attached under her control. She plays her flute whilst I dance to the rhythm of her melody. Shh. She gestures that I should not speak. That I should keep my lips sealed. That my words should make a U-turn and not depart from my lips. And if my inner self rebels, if my inner self shows any signs of conflicts with her command, then her hands over my mouth, her hands at my throat. So the grip is now getting tighter as I resist, struggling to get my words out. She seals my lips with a tape of "your words don't count." Chest getting tighter. I'm losing my breath. I'm losing myself. What do I even sound like? But I have forgotten the sound of my voice. I have exchanged my voice for hers. Internalized her voice, and now I'm starting to sound like her. She has the upper hand. She can tease me to remind me that I am being silly, to ask me how can such little thing agitate me. She reminds me, she tells me that I am being pathetic, and now I'm starting to sound like her. And to me, it seems like she's speaking sense. So now I ask, what is self-love? Because the moment that she entered the moment she entered my life, she destroyed that. But she has her nice days. So the days would pass and those metal bars would be a blur. Her voice would be silent. Her voice gone. So I'd appreciate me and be temporarily at peace. Plot twist. See, she likes the spontaneous game of intimidate. So she'd cause me to amplify even the smallest situations, and her voice would echo in my ear loud and clear, sounding like this: Favour, don't say that. Oh, you should not have said that. Why did you say that? Look, they are laughing at you. Look, they are judging you. You look a bit nervous. Are you shaking? You are trembling. I bet they can notice your accent. The tremor in your voice sounds like a broken record. Those heart palpitations are quiet, loud. I reckon the people can hear it now. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. A whirlwind of voices. One solution. What is the solution? Vanish? Take me out of this place. But then that will be temporary, because sooner or later I'll be back in this cell. Another solution. Take her out of my place. Maybe it's time to put up an eviction notice and tell her and remind her who is boss. Because since she's moved in, she has changed things. Moved the furniture around, added new decor, so I throw out her stuff and I move things back to how they were. But then she came back and put things back in accordance to her taste, and within me a frustration cycle, and that's how the arguments stop. The inner conflict, me versus her. Some would say acting like an old married couple. But you see, there's no ring on this finger, so I never vowed, I never walked down any aisle, I never said I do to this life, so I pull her to the side. But we may sit down and talk about it. Face to face, I tell her, fear, anxiety, you and your split personality, you have no hold on me. I suggest that you leave. But you see, she laughs and says, Favour, it's you and not me. So now I'm arguing my case with the word of the Lord, be strong and courageous, be anxious for nothing, yet she doesn't flinch. She doesn't flee. And I realized that she's been with me far too long. But see, there was a reminder. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of a sound mind. You take a moment to comprehend that God has not given me, nor has He given you the spirit of fear. See, then it really dawned on me that she has not been sent by Him. That I held on to something that did not belong to me, something that did not have my name on it. She wasn't part of the deal. Fear was not part of the deal. Imagine she controls me to the point that I even disobeyed Him, my Father in heaven, back to the original deal. Now the original deal is power, love, and sound mind, but her arrival robbed me of them and brought the altered version, made me powerless, made about self, and gave me a troubled mind. She made me powerless and crippled me. The little loving self-love left with self became self-absorbed because fear caused it to be all about me. Now I was the protagonist in a play that I couldn't lead. A troubled mind and not a sound mind. The echoes of my thoughts infiltrated were hers, causing restless nights, brought no peace. Only myself against me. It's you and not me. It's you and not me. Her statement played, looped continuously within me. She was right. I mean, she stole from me, but I never reported the crime. I guess I allowed her to do her thing, and I sugarcoated it with the excuse, that's just me. 2 Timothy made me realize that it's time to reclaim what's mine. Time to somehow cut her out of my life. You see, I have been adopted and called His child, justified. My inheritance was not fear. My entitlement did not include her and her many faces. Through Him I can loosen her chains. His blood, the ink that signed the papers to abolish this act of slavery. So # no longer a slave to fear. A renewed mindset that knows what's mine. And I admit that this transformation, this boldness and fearlessness will not happen overnight, but it may potentially take time. But the one who's on my side is greater than what I say. His voice will be louder than hers, and by his grace I'll only move at his command.